Hello there, welcome to Things to Do, and today we're in Virginia at Kings Dominion theme park. Let's go see what it has to offer. Kings Dominion Amusement Park is located in Doswell, Virginia. Based on its sister park from Mason, Ohio, which would be Kings Island, it has been around for 50 years. Now, as you walk along International Street, the first ride you'll come to is Berserker. Berserker is a looping starship ride, and it's currently the only operating one in North America. Now, behind Berserker, you will find Dominator, a flawless B&M roller coaster that was relocated from another park. It is the world's longest flawless coaster at 4,210 feet, and it does have one of the largest loops in the world at 135 feet. As you can see just there, big oval-shaped loop that this coaster goes through. Lots of twists, turns, inversions make this a very good ride to start your day off with, especially as it's one of the first coasters you come to near the front of the park. As you continue along International Street, you'll find lots of merchandise shops and places to eat. Then you'll come across the Eiffel Tower. Well, a 1/3 scale version of the Eiffel Tower with a performance stage beneath. Planet Snoopy is next, and we've got a whole video based on Planet Snoopy, so do make sure you watch that. Next up is Boo Blasters on Boo Hill. Now, these can be found across many of the parks in the Cedar Fair chain, and generally when I've been on them, I haven't been too impressed with one, the theming, and two, the fact that the light guns didn't really work well. This one is the absolute best Boo Blasters. Try saying that. It's the one that works. The theming is superb. The ghost house looks incredible. You've got the graveyard just outside, and every light gun on all the cars worked, so you could really rack up a big score. The Firehouse Barbecue is a great place to eat. Check out our Kings Dominion food video to find out more. The famous Kings Dominion singing mushrooms, and you'll see those just before you head into the Jungle Expedition area. One of the newest areas in the park, and most recently rethemed to this area. You'll find it looking incredible. You've got such immersive theming here, you've got dining, shopping, and a brand new coaster in Tumbly. Tumbly is a 4D free spin coaster. Now, it doesn't take up a lot of space, it goes quite upright. I have very, very bad memories of Green Lantern at Magic Mountain, and this reminds me of that. Spinning, not for me. If it's for you, give it a go. Reptilian is next. Now, this is a great coaster. I really like this one. It is the only Mack bobsled coaster currently operating in the United States. It used to be known as the Avalanche, and you can see why. It has that bobsled look, and it goes around. Now, it has a feeling of freedom with this. Plus, when you're sitting in the coaster, you can have somebody with you, and they're basically sitting in your lap. Whole lot of fun. It's very quick. And really enjoyable. Good coaster for the family. After catching one of the street performances, you'll come across Flight of Fear. This is an indoor launch coaster. Great theming, space themed, all in the dark. However, the lap bars on this coaster are incredibly restrictive. There's not much legroom, so if you are taller or you just can't bend your knees enough, then this ride, not for you. And now, one of the coasters that many people actually come to Kings Dominion for, Intimidator 305. NASCAR driver Dale Earnhardt sent you away on Intimidator 305, and it's a non-stop thrill from start to finish. After you do the 305-foot drop, you then have a large bank where you could possibly black out. Most do grey out. And then it's non-stop. Twists, turns, low to the ground, speed. It is one of, if not the most intense roller coasters in the world. You are not a roller coaster fan if you haven't ridden Intimidator 305. Anaconda was the first looping coaster to feature an underwater tunnel. It's not as rough as I thought it would be. However, it did break down while I was riding, and I got stuck for about 25 minutes. Previously known as the Italian Job, and you'll see the theming still evident. The backlot stunt coaster will launch you into a helix, which is very forceful, and then send you on a trip around a soundstage of a film. You'll see police cars, helicopters, and be attacked by them as well, and fire. Now hopefully you'll see all of those, because sometimes the special effects aren't always working. The largest section in the park is Candy Apple Grove, and you'll find this boardwalk themed area a delight to be in. Lots of shade with all of the trees, places to eat, and you'll find all of the boardwalk type games you can play here too, as well as a selection of flat rides, including the ever popular Wave Swinger and Dodgems. On these Dodgems, always grab a silver car. They are the fastest ones. Beautiful scenery, including the floral clock, will lead you to Racer 75. As you make your way into the queue line, you'll have to choose right or left, because this is a racing wooden coaster, and we do love a wooden coaster here at Things to Do. So whichever side you've chosen, will that be the winning side? A classic out and back design. Now we got this aerial shot from the Ferris wheel Americana, a nice relaxed way to have a good look around. But if you want something more thrilling to see, then try Windseeker. Windseeker is a tower swing ride which features two-person swings. They do slowly rotate, and they ascend the 301-foot tower. That's 92 meters, and then it starts to rotate. Now, as it's doing that on the way up, it's a little bit slower, and you get incredible views of the whole of Kings Dominion. These rides can be found at many Cedar Fair parks, and they are always worth doing, especially so you can sort of see your surroundings and pick out the rides that you want to do. As the swing chairs reach the top of the tower, they increase up to 30 miles an hour. And it's not just a view of the park you see anymore, but it's all of the surrounding areas. Incredible. And Windseeker looks great at nighttime too. The 50s themed area of Candy Apple Grove features Apple Zapple, a wild mouse coaster that has a big first drop. Now, I usually do not like wild mouse coasters, but this one, really enjoyable. Probably the most enjoyable I've ever been on. Next to Apple Zapple is my favourite ride in the park, Twisted Timbers, a steel hybrid coaster which replaced the old Hurler coaster using the main supports there. Now everything has to go in a locker on this ride, and they are provided for you. It's a beautiful ride, it's smooth, it's elegant, it has airtime, and the first twisted drop really sets the tone for the ride. After that, you'll get a selection of bunny hills where you'll feel yourself ejected from the seat. You've got speed, you've got inversions, you've got twists and turns. It's a great ride, and my number one for Kings Dominion. A more rural theme can be found at Old Virginia. This is the part of the park that has a sort of mountain and very rustic theming. You'll find flat rides here. You'll also find your gas-powered cars here. This is the Blue Ridge Tollway that you can let the children drive, knowing that guide rail will keep them safe. The Shenandoah Lumber Company is the log flume ride here, always popular. In fact, one of the most popular rides at the park. If you wish to use the Grand Prix Raceway, you will have to pay extra as it's not included in your ticket price. There's a classic theme park saying that goes exit through the gift shop. However, the Grizzly does things a little differently as it's enter through the gift shop. So you make your way through Grizzly Gulch, you'll find lots of merchandise in there relating to the ride, and then you head towards the back where you'll find a wooded area where the Grizzly resides. After making your way through the path, you'll come to the loading dock. Now here was where we had a lot of expectations for this ride as it has recently been retracked, and you can see here the newer wood on this first drop. Now, we expected a lot from this, and the first drop incredible, up to the turnaround amazing, and then you've got a couple more drops. Airtime, it's smooth, it's brilliant. After going through the tunnel and then banking round to the side, you'll come to an area where the old track appears. They only retracked the first part of the ride, so you are riding two roller coasters in one. It's smooth to start with, it's rough to end with. I really hope they retrack the rest of this ride because that first part is just perfect. Thank you for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe to help the channel grow. Also, watch out for our other Kings Dominion videos, including Soak City, Planet Snoopy and all the food areas. But from us all here at Things to Do,
bye-bye, everybody. See you later.